If you have fur babies, and I say fur babies because I don't have kids yet, so my dogs are my children right now. And I say children and not a child because I got a new dog, you guys. Unexpectedly, we ended up adopting / rescuing an Akita. A Japanese breed Akita. So I still have a lot to learn when it comes to those dog breeds. But Roxy, why are you talking about dogs on this Friday morning? Because I know it's Christmas time. I'm sure all of y'all have your trees up already. And you thought that the trees and cats never got along, but are trees safe for dogs too? What to know about the potentially hazardous holiday staple? Joining us on 710 KURV is Lauriston Crockett. He's a pet health and longevity expert. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it, Mr. Crockett. So now, okay.
Good morning. Good morning. And you know what, Roxy? I happen to be wearing my President Trump Christmas sweater right now, so I love it.
Yeah, I love that. Awesome. Well, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
So I never thought that trees were, I wouldn't say dangerous to dogs, because every time, you're on Facebook, you see videos of Christmas trees against cats, like Christmas tree versus cat, because they see shiny objects and they want to kind of just swat it down and play with it. But dogs, so tell us, what should what should pet parents know about Christmas trees and their dogs?
I'm also a dad of a beautiful 7-year-old son, Lauriston the fourth, but also my other fur baby, Max, is sitting right here with me, and he's a rescue. So everyone, please rescue. There's lives out there. You can save them today, but I promise you in return, they're going to save you back. So listen, it's not just kitty cats, but I did come home the other day, and Charlie Tuxedo was sticking his head out of my Christmas tree, just to let me know that he was
Charlie
there.
Tuxedo.
He is. He's on the Gift for Life bottle for cats. We're doing longevity with cats now, and so there he was. He's up in my tree peeking at me. It's like, instead of the elf on the shelf, I've got a Charlie Tuxedo in the tree.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So it is here that besides the tree, let's just start with the tree. Is there anything that would be, quote, hazardous for our dogs?
Well, there is, and I'd like to cover 4 things real quickly because we need to go all the way into New Year's Eve if we could. But, yeah, trees can be really a problem if dogs and cats are running around, the tree falling on them, but also that water. People don't understand that water, we have to keep our trees hydrated or it can become a major fire hazard. And these trees can be very poisonous because in the water with the trees, they have preservatives, pesticides, fertilizers, other agents. Even aspirin is used to keep that tree green and living a little bit longer in the room there. So we have to be really careful. So if you're going to have a live tree, you've got to have water in there. Make sure it stays hydrated. Make sure that stays covered. You really need to. The lights can be very dangerous if dogs are chewing on that or cats, and they can get shocked. And the ornaments, when the kitty cats are swatting it off or the dogs are bumping into it, look, that is just one major pet fun product right there for them. They want a major toy, and it's right there all lit up for us all, but we have to be careful.
Now, also, I never thought about the water because I have heard that aspirin helps the tree grow, helps it stay green. But luckily, I do have like not a tree cover, but the base cover. So hopefully that will prevent them from drinking the water. But besides the tree, I also read here that hazards include poinsettias and mistletoe.
And mistletoe is poisonous. You need to keep them away from the pets. You really do. Go with the plastic ones or go with the silk. Different kind of plants of this nature. Therefore, we can actually keep them safe. But these plants are poisonous, and if they eat it, you're going to be taking a trip to the emergency clinic.
Wow. Now, I know that a lot of people, when you buy your dogs, you want them to stay alive forever and ever and ever. But sometimes that's not always the case. Accidents do happen. But now that we have you on the show, what would be maybe any tips that you can give us to make sure that they do have a long and happy life?
Longevity in life? Well, it's kind of what I specialize in. It's a whole new field. And I have many, many veterinarians I'm working with, especially the famous pet vet, Dr. Danny Cox. Here's what we need to know about it. Number one, our dogs and cats do suffer from progressive aging compared to men, so we want them to stay with us as long as we can. One of the issues is because of the overpopulation problem we have, we spay and neuter. By spaying and neutering, this causes endocrine disease, and the pets are only producing 1% of the hormones they did before the elective surgery. That's like giving a child a full hysterectomy or castrating them as a 3-year-old and expecting them to grow up to have a normal life. What we've been able to do is create a new peptide technology, and it's in a chewable treat. It's called The Gift for Life, and you can find it at thegiftforlife.com. By giving this new peptide technology, we actually turn on their adrenal cortex. These animals will start producing 24 lost hormones, and we're able to extend their life and slow down the effects of spaying and neutering, which can cause 3 forms of cancer and Addison's disease and Cushing's disease and hypothyroidism. Now, listen, we believe in spaying and neutering because of the overpopulation, but if you do, you must give hormonal support to stop this. And if you go to the Gift for Life, you can actually see the study that's been done by University of California, Davis.
Oh, my word. I'm sorry, absolutely. But I had no idea that spaying and neutering did that to dogs. And now that you mentioned it, kind of like, would you give your son something that you wouldn't else give them? I had no idea that really, I wouldn't say, so it shortens their life? Or?
Oh, absolutely. And it causes, well, I mean, think about it. It causes their endocrine system to shut down compared to just producing normal hormones at optimal levels or producing 1%. Again, because of the overpopulation, we spay and neuter. But if you do, you must give hormonal support. And now, you know, as Dr. Danny Cox said just on the radio the other day, I don't have any drugs that can do what the Gift for Life does. I'm not really pushing the Gift for Life. I'm pushing hormonal support, and you can get it naturally, highly effective. You can start seeing results sometimes in as little as 4 days, and we turn that little adrenal cortex back on. And also, if anybody's out there with a senior pet, please give this, and I promise you, I'm working with senior pets all over the world. We're getting videos back, and in just as little as 4 days, you start seeing that energy. They're running, they're playing. I'm working with 16-year-old dogs that are running and jumping on the furniture again. So, yes, absolutely.
Wow, that's so crazy, because I also hear, like, women and men sometimes need to take extra hormones when they reach a certain age. So that applies to dogs as well.
It does. And
I had no idea.
We do. We have the human form, which is called Genostim. That's Genostim. And actually, United States Navy SEALs take it, B-52 bomber pilots take it, all the way to just regular guys and gals. It all comes back to we live in a toxin environment. We live under stress. Sometimes we don't pick the right foods. So we need hormonal support. And since these are naturally occurring growth factors that signal the endocrine system to come back into balance at optimal levels, you get those cellular receptor sites to start receiving the hormone signaling, and you just get the results that you're looking for.
Wow, I'm sorry. I kind of got lost in this conversation.
I'd love to talk about a few other things with you if I could.
Let me reintroduce you. Lauriston Crockett is our guest on 710 KURV. He's a pet expert, and we're talking about how first, you know, your Christmas trees, are they safe for dogs, what you should know and what you should do. But I also wanted to talk to you guys about the longevity of your pets. And before I ask you a question, well, here it is. My dog... I have a miniature schnauzer, and I need tips. I had a miniature schnauzer. I've had him for about 3 years. His name is Kylo Ren. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the interview, we adopted a Nikita, and it's a girl. She's about 7 months. But since my schnauzer was the only child, per se, he was one spoiled boy, I can just see that I think he's resenting my husband and I. And he hasn't been the same these past 2 weeks.
Well, you have to understand that, you know, we call them fur babies, but basically they have the bloodline of a wolf, okay?
Yeah.
So right now he's just trying to say, who's alpha? And also, are you still giving the same amount of attention to him that you are with the new fur baby? And, of course, puppies, you know, need a little extra there. So make sure you're still giving that love and let him know he's still special, and let him know he's still alpha in the house. But, you know, as far as the new 2 new dogs, you still need to remain alpha female, and your husband needs to remain alpha male. Make sure you walk in the door first and things of this nature. Make sure, you know, you still remain, but give that love and make sure he's getting the attention he needs.
Laura, so we have about 30 seconds. What else do we need to hear?
You know, don't give fatty foods. Make sure you get the alcohol drinks up so the dogs can't get to it. The ugly Christmas sweaters, make sure they can move around. They're not getting too hot. Make sure there's nothing to chew there. And please, give your dog and cat a safe room on New Year's Eve because they are afraid of fireworks. We don't want to scare them. We want to keep them safe. Yes,
sir. Thank you so much for joining us. That was Lauriston Crockett. He's a pet expert. And you can find more information on thegiftforlife.com. That is thegiftforlife.com. It is 9:33 on News Talk 710 KURV.